Here are 5 things to know about the Ming 3705. Number 5. Moon phase. The Ming 3705 uses an unconventional moon phase setup compared to a typical moon phase watch where the moon is fully visible at certain days. The moon phase is constantly obscured by a circle that's printed on the clear dial. It looks more like an eclipse than a full moon at its most visible position. Number 4. Case design. The case diameter for this release is 37mm, and according to Ming, this will be a base size for a whole new line of watches coming from the brand. This features a refined case finish that Ming is pretty proud of. This also uses some unconventional screws that takes its cues from the likes of Hublot and Richard Mille. Number 3. Dial details. This iteration from Ming is dressed up with a laser-etched swirling dial that's coated with high serum application. This also features a black and blue gradient. This will have a rectangular date window that I would have preferred to be a circular cutout. Along with the date window, the dial will have Ming's signature printed dial. This printed dial boasts luminous paint on the dial itself, hands, and moon phase disc. The dial also is very legible even when hit with harsh light with its print texture. Number 2. Availability. This model will be released in 2 batches. The first batch will be launched tomorrow but only for existing Ming customers. This first batch will have just 150 units. The second batch will have 350 units allocated for them, which will launch on the 26th. Now, whether this will resolve that ordering issue that they had like the last time will remain to be seen. Number 1. Sellita movement. The most notable part of this release is the inclusion of the Sellita movement. This, of course, is a heavily modified movement with its skeletonized plates and bridges along with some custom gears. It's a disappointment in many ways. Many are expecting Ming to use a Schwarz-Etienne movement that it has done many times. This, though, is still constructed by Schwarz-Etienne according to Ming. Many are also remarking how the movement being a manual wind moon phase is off-putting. Watches with Dennis says he won't be buying it. It looks good overall, but he doesn't like the date and manual winding on his rotation. Ollie G. Hamster is also annoyed with its manual winding, and at 5,000 Swiss, he feels Ming is all style with no substance and just hype. Bear Clooney Watches thinks that the appeal is disappearing. And finally, Neo thinks that there's better options out there like Tudor or Omega. If you're a Ming owner, will you be lining up tomorrow to get one? Or would the disappointment be too much for you to even bother? And if you have zero Ming, would this be the one? Let us know in the comments below. For me, I'll stick with my Solas for now. Cut. Wrist check. Pause.